Man, some of the stuff you can't make up. You just can't make up some of the stuff. Good morning, folks. It's your boy Black Dragon. This is Black Dragon Biker News Network. Biker news you can trust. And as always, I'd like to thank you for tuning in from wherever it is in the world you happen to be. We are in a frigid snowstorm thing blowing across the United States. My doors were frozen shut this morning. I couldn't even open my doors. It was cold here in Atlanta. We don't be getting down to 27 and stuff a lot down here. That's not something we see a whole lot of, and it's not something that we even like. Just horrible. But yeah, that's what it is decided to do down here, is get down to, and the wind was blowing at like 60 miles an hour or something last night. Man, you could just feel the whole house rocking. You know, it was something, and you're just thinking to yourself, trees, please hold on, trees, hold on. So, hey man, you can't make some of this stuff up here. The lead story this morning, an alleged member or members of the Phantom MC plot an alleged attempted murder, they say, against a judge and his wife. This is like something out of what was his name? Bourne. You remember the Bourne series with the guy that couldn't remember who he was and was beating everybody up for about like 9 or 10 movies? And I watched every one of them. This is like something out of a Jason Bourne movie. This is I don't know, Time to Kill with James Bond or somebody. This is, give me my martini shaken, not stirred. Like, you don't believe that this can actually happen. And of course, it's all alleged at this point. But they have all these folks that have been accused of trying to murder a judge to prevent a case from coming to trial, like for real, like you'd see in a Nino Brown movie. So we're gonna take a look at that. That was crazy. That is crazy, and that is what's going on. They shot a judge and his wife in Indiana, allegedly, and then all the stupid things. All the stupid things. Listen, I guess you don't have to be smart to be a criminal. Just try to get some things together. Like, you know, like don't wear the same jacket to the crime that you wore to go buy the bullets. Don't do that. Don't do that. That's not the thing to do. Don't do that. Because when you do that, we're going to talk about it. Also, some Biker News Canada stuff, some Canadian stuff. Phil Boudreault, I'm not sure how you say his name, Boudreault, an Olympic boxer and outlaw biker, died at 50 years old, young person. We're going to talk about that person. And then we're going to look at the Long Island brawl involving the Pagans and the Hells Angels. Big time, huge thing. They're making huge things out of this. They're making huge things out of this, out of these. It used to be you're in a barroom fight. They're making huge things out of it. Y'all want to stay out of jail? Y'all better listen to your boy Black Dragon. Anyway, I will be back in 1 minute and 7 seconds with my co-hosts. Lavish just got off of a beautiful trip down here to the south where he came down here, and it was probably as cold down here as it is up there where he's from. But he probably laughed at our little snowstorm. But yeah, all right. Anyway, back in 1 minute and 7 seconds, right after this brief introduction. Hey, thanks for tuning in. Since 2016, Phantom MC member allegedly attempts to murder a judge and his wife, authorities say. Back in a moment.
Black Dragon Biker News. He's on YouTube. Black Dragon Biker News. Get yourself educated by his books. locked up when this YouTube biker news craze came about. But the man on this channel is the first to do it, and the only one that never sold out. His name's Black Dragon, started in the Navy and hit the sea, repping Uncle Sam. They traded that uniform for the best from the Mighty Black Sabbath. Not the band, I'm talking about the Mighty Black Sabbath. MC, we're paid as dues and the artist stripes. From prospect all the way up to national peace. All the copycat creators and the content stealers and haters, there have been many, but there's only one larger than life. Like Michael with the cowboy hat, the nose kung fu and says kick cannon. Black Dragon Biker News, he's on YouTube. Black Dragon Biker News, you self-educate by his books and you learn how to move. Black Dragon Biker News, he covers it all. So click on the screen, hit subscribe and get updated Biker News with MC Protocol.
I remember this one kid I met on the channel a few years ago, and all he was talking about was gearing up and getting his boys ready for the conflict. Well, alrighty then. It's your boy Black Dragon. Welcome to Black Dragon Biker News Network. And as always, I'd like to thank you all for tuning in from wherever it is in the world that you happen to be. Allow me, please, introduce my co-host, the one, the commissioner, District 2, Detroit, Michigan, the Honorable Lavish T. Williams. What's up, man? What's up?
What up, man? What's up, man? What's happening?
And as we are the only Biker News and MC Protocol channel in the entire world to have our very own Dr. Logic in the house.
What's going on, everyone? What's going on?
All right, guys. All right. Good morning. Good morning. What's up with y'all?
Hey, nothing up, man.
I'm trying to fix my hat.
I saw you with the ladies, man, this weekend.
Oh,
You.
You know what, boy? You can. Well, never mind.
I sometimes I just don't even say nothing, man.
What if he didn't want you to say all that, bro?
Sometimes I just sit back and I don't say nothing, man. Oh, man.
Don't say nothing.
I just blame it on the suburbs, man. That's it, man.
Blame it on the suburbs, man. Hey, good morning, everyone. Did you have fun down here, man?
Yeah, man. I mean, I had a great time down there for the time that I was, in Atlanta. It was cool. It was cool for me. I enjoyed myself. I enjoyed myself at both of the 2 of the 3 events because I didn't make it to the third one. The block burners. That's what I'm talking about. You just chiming in.
Yeah.
If you just chiming in, that's what I'm talking about. The block burners anniversary event that was in Atlanta this past weekend.
Did you? How bad was your flight delay getting out of here? Was it that horrible?
It was not horrible to me in comparison. I mean, I left 2 hours later than what my flight was supposed. So I was delayed 2 hours. And I don't think it was because of my location. I think it was the flight coming in, made it delayed. But this was the first time I walked through Atlanta airport and it was barely anybody in there. I mean, I walked into the airport and let me tell you, just to give you an example of how empty it was. I walked straight up to TSA and they had to wait on me to get my stuff out.
Oh, wow.
It was nobody in line. There was nobody in line, man. But yeah, it was cool, man. It was cool. I enjoyed myself, man. A lot of faces, new people I met, people that I met from, over, the career of me being a biker and traveling and everything like that. So it was cool. It was cool, man.
Oh, that's cool. Moving into the news cycle.
Hold on a second before we move on. Black Dragon, You was not there.
I was not there.
You was not there. It was in Atlanta, your city. You was not there. Lavish come from Detroit. I didn't even get a chance to see Black Dragon.
Well, I had planned to be there for the.
Lodge, he was 45 minutes away, sir.
Oh yeah, I had planned to be there for the party on Saturday, but then we had the snowstorm warning and
scared you. It didn't need logic. It was raining.
It actually
was raining.
The rain actually froze. And,
2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, that's the one part that I hated. That the rain froze a lot later than they said it would, and I could have been there maybe and been back. But listen, man, Atlanta shuts down in the snow. I'm a little bit older. I wasn't going to be stuck in the snow. That's
logic, man. That's just an excuse for everything. I'm a little bit older. Maybe the older guys out there still moving and grooving. It's either in you or it ain't.
I am a little bit older. I didn't say anything about anybody else.
I understand, man. But what I'm getting,
my time in my life where I was at everything shaking. I'm not at that time in my life anymore.
This is what I need. This is what I need from you, Black Dragon.
Oh, what do you need from me?
This is what I need from you, because we got to have authenticity, and we're on here talking about biker stuff.
When my biker stuff.
Hold on. Did you just ask me? Did you just ask me what do I want to say?
Stuff becomes inauthentic. Okay. Not one. Well, you said you needed authenticity.
No. Cut me off. I didn't finish.
I'm about as authentic as they come. That'd be like telling Martin Luther King he wasn't authentic because he's not preaching anymore.
No, Logic, did you know what I was about to say? No, because I didn't finish. I didn't finish.
He said he knew what you were about to. He's shaking his head. He knew what you were about to say.
No. So what I'm saying is this. And you have to listen. Sometimes you don't like to listen to understand. You like to hear stuff. And
I think we're all like that. But go ahead.
As a biker podcast channel, and us being bikers, which I already do, so it's not a we, but you're the bigger guy, since you like to, let me give you the accolades. You're the bigger guy.
I've never asked for any accolades, but okay.
We need you to be at more bike events. Outside of just podcasting. Hold on.
And you flew down here on an airplane.
It doesn't matter. Support is support.
In my day, in February, we get on our motorcycles and ride all the way to California and all the way back.
Go ahead,
we're going to talk about biker stuff. Well,
you can overtalk me. We can sing together, but we can't talk together.
Okay.
We can sing together. We can sing as a band, as a group, but we cannot talk together.
I believe we're singing now. Go ahead.
So what I'm saying is this. When we talk about this biker stuff and we have this biker channel and we talking about biker news, outside of that, the people that watch us, they would love to see us at some of these events. Yes, not just a proc or this.
They would have loved to have seen you at the proc, but you didn't show up there.
Not this year. Last 2 years.
Yeah, so
I'm gonna stop because I'm getting cut off. I'm gonna stop. There's no need for me to talk, because as soon as I talk, you
I have to come back. I can't just let you go on and on. You have to point for point.
In a conversation, you have to be able to listen in order to respond properly. I'm constantly getting stopped, so I'm not able to properly share what I want to share, because when I share it, you cut off because you don't want to hear it. Because you think in your head, because, oh man, I really don't be out there like that. He's verbally attacking me. When Lavish is simply saying that as people watch us and they have these events, we as podcasters, not even just on this show, we have to be able to still go out and support these people that support us by watching us. We need to be pulling up, and we can't make everybody's event.
And I didn't go, because we were having an ice event, or that's what they said that we were going to have, and that's good enough for me. I didn't want to be riding across town. It's about 45 minutes away from me. I didn't want to be out in the ice.
Everything is 45 minutes in Atlanta.
In Atlanta, everything is about 45 minutes. So.
Oh, then Logic.
I make
Logic.
no apology for that.
I'm talking to Logic. I'm not talking.
I just wanted to say I make no apology.
I'm talking to Logic. I'm talking to Logic. I'm talking to Logic. So Logic. I had went to I was at the Block Burners in the daytime, and I was at Boogie Down at the nighttime. They were in two different states. One was in the north, one was in the south. I was just saying. I gotta move around. I gotta move around.
You remind me.
I'm just saying.
Can I speak now?
Go ahead.
You remind me a little bit of Big Cell.
Oh man, how was that? How was that? Let me hear this.
I'm being cut off right now.
Okay, go ahead.
You remind me a little bit of Big Cell. I remember when Big Cell started riding his motorcycle across country, and I mean, there were definitely some epic rides. He was taking people across country and teaching people how to ride and this and that and the other. And then one day he announced that he had to be the greatest long distance motorcycle rider in the world because he was up and out and doing some things. And bro, people have ridden backwards. They backed up to the curbs longer than you've been riding in your entire career. But you talking all this noise like you the greatest. Lavish, you just getting started in this, young man. I've been doing this for 38 years.
You're missing the whole
shit like you just like Black Dragon. You're not out there. I've been doing this my entire life. What the hell are you talking about?
No, you missing the whole purpose, the whole point.
Life. If I take a year off or 2 or 5, you still got to be out here 100 times before you get close to what I've done. So why are you talking all this crazy ass noise? Did I become inauthentic because I didn't go to a thing or two?
No, you missed the whole point. You missed the whole point. The whole point. If you listen, I want you to go off air.
I heard you.
I want you to go off air when the show is over and rewind. I said we as podcasters who's talking about biker stuff should be pulling up at biker events.
I pull up to biker events. What are you trying to act like I don't pull up to biker events before? Why do you act like that? I might not pull up to as many as you, but I pull up to plenty of biker events. Plenty of biker events. So, is there a number of biker events you think I should attend?
I'm silent.
What's the number? I'm just curious.
I'm sorry.
Don't be quiet now.
No, I do like when you had those women that be arguing at you and they.
Oh, I'm a woman arguing.
No, you can't out argue a woman. So what I do,
well, I'm not a woman, talking. So you could probably out argue me.
No. So what I do, I stop talking. So when someone starts to, I just go like this.
What's up, Frank?
All I'm saying is both of you calm the fuck down. All right? Because you're going to give yourself a heart attack. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You think that's funny? You're both going to give yourselves a heart attack. So knock it off and let's just all get together and sing Kumbaya.
I don't know the word to the song. Man.
I'm going to hang up and watch the rest of your show.
It's Kumbaya, Lord, Kumbaya, Kumbaya, Lord, Kumbaya, Kumbaya, Lord, Kumbaya, Kumbaya, Lord, Kumbaya. That's the worst of the song. Somebody's praying, my Lord, Kumbaya. It's really easy song.
I'm going to have to look that up.
Yeah. Look that up. Look at that. You got everybody yelling at, or is this me? They're yelling at me. BD, come on now. Why is it BD? Come on now. We can't get a laugh.
I'm saying, I stated something that you blew up. Man, they say I hurt dog.
When you try to accuse me of not, you try.
I'm just saying. Man.
Are we still? Have you started?
I'm just waiting for him.
Man, shout out to the Block Birds on their 20th anniversary down in Atlanta. Shout out to my club. Shout out to my club, Boogie Down.
Shout out to them
for having their anniversary. And it was snowing, and I had to drive. You know, Detroit and Flint is like 45 minutes to an hour away from Detroit. I had to go from the airport. So that was like an hour and 20-minute ride in the snow. And I had to make it to my club, man, because I love my Boogie Down club. And I know it was snowing. You can look at the weather, you know, because I know you pull up everything on the internet and you can see the weather conditions and everything like that. But I said to myself, I love my club so much. The mighty Boogie Down organization,
Motorcycle Club Nation, yes.
and I got to make it to my club's anniversary, no matter what. Snow conditions and all, and I was there, man.
Yes.
Shout out to Boogie Down. Shout out to Flip.
That is to be committed. That is what a national vice president is supposed to do. That's what you're supposed to do.
Yes. I could not have been there, man. I had to be there.
Yes. And you did that thing. You went from an Atlanta ice storm to Boogie Down, drove in your car an hour and 20 minutes.
It wasn't even an ice storm in Atlanta. The news did all that extra crap, man. I was there. It barely even rained. It drizzled.
Okay.
It drizzled. We were at the pool party I was dressed, but you had girls out there showing some skin, and you know, you had Flipper T at the day party or the meet and greet. That's the female rapper, and that stuff was dope, man. It was dope, man. You just got to look at the videos. Just type in Block Burners, look at the video. You'll see
I'm sure none of your videos are up.
I haven't got them up yet. I got some pictures up though.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got some
next year you'll have them up by next year.
Other Block Burners and Boogie Down.
You'll have another.
Show out Jeremy. What up though? Appreciate the love out there.
Donald says that silent Death Star is my number one tool in an argument.
That's it. I just go quiet.
Yeah, that can make them matter.
That's it.
Somebody's upset about the second person who got shot in Minneapolis. Yeah, that was upsetting.
I just watched Occupy Democrats. They had a video camera at the Veterans Hospital where they rolled him out of the room covered in American flag.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm watching it now.
Somebody says Black Dragon doesn't appear unless he's paid. Wow.
Oh, what? Hey, I didn't say it. Somebody else said it. Me saying that we got to show up to these events, I didn't say it. So if I didn't say it, if somebody said it, man.
Double OG said the fans want to see y'all in the streets.
They see me in the streets, man.
I don't know. I didn't see you at the Proc. That's all I'm going to say.
I was.
You're not in all the streets. You're in many of the streets.
I was being sworn.
You may even be in some more of the streets than I am. You may be.
Losing is hard for some. Losing is hard for some. It's gaining weight. I don't know what that means. I'm just reading.
How did they know I picked up a couple extra pounds?
How do you know they're talking about you?
I'm the only one that's gained. Have you gained any weight?
Thanks, Derek. Life is good. Losing 40 pounds was tough.
I'm gaining muscles.
Only 40 to go. They could have been talking to this
$1,500
individual.
for a walk, though. Well, $1,500 for a walkthrough. Damn. Well, hey, listen. Okay, so let's get on to the business here this morning. Can we move on now, sir?
Yeah, we can move on, man. Shout out to the anniversary party.
Shout out to the anniversary party. I was looking at it online and it was amazing.
Man, I just knew Black Dragon was going to come through and show some support, just even if it was for a brief, at the day party. At the day party, just to show up like, hey, man, I'm representing the Block Burns. I had you on the podcast. Everything I want to come through, show some love, some support. Boom, boom. I can't stay too long. It's an ice storm, but
we can't move on. We can't move on.
I'm just saying, man.
Okay.
All right, let's move on. I was there.
We can move. Can we move
Capone, on? I was there, baby. I was there, Capone.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Thank you, Double OG for he said he's coming to the Dragons there to kick it to me. That people who love me will come see me. How about that? Just got the PF membership. Black Dragon was definitely at Cycle King's Atlanta chapter anniversary. He told me he could still kick my ass at his age. Dang!
Hey, you threatened somebody?
I did.
You threatened somebody?
Today's show is just not going well for me. Can you take over, Logic? Take over. Logic, help me out, man.
Nope.
Today, what you mean? Today's show is just not my show.
I'm just here.
Oh boy, I've had better shows. Okay, here we go. This story here is just crazy. Let us pull this on up. I think we can move on now. I'm sure that if we can't, I will be told. But here we go. Share screen and action. This is the breaking news. We'll just play this first and get into this very crazy story. Let me get some sound. There we go. Action.
Tonight, 5 suspects are under arrest in connection with the shooting of Indiana Judge Stephen Meyer and his wife Kimberly. The ambush taking place Sunday with an attack right at the judge's home from his doorstep.
Someone advised we have your dog, and then a shot came through the door.
3 of the suspects are charged with attempted murder and 2 with lesser offenses. Investigators identifying Raylan Ferguson as the shooter and Thomas Moss, who, according to court records, is a high-ranking member of the Phantom motorcycle gang. Moss was set to appear before Judge Meyer 2 days after Sunday's shooting for charges that included domestic battery and unlawful possession of a firearm by a serious violent felon. His attorney in that case telling NBC News he doesn't represent Moss for these new charges. Using surveillance footage from both the Myers home and a neighbor, police say officers observed a male who was wearing a black and gray hooded flannel, black sunglasses, and appeared to have a white face mask. They say the shooter used a short-barreled shotgun with an obliterated model and serial number, which an Indiana state lab was able to partially restore, leading them to another suspect. Investigators also swabbed DNA from a white silicone face mask found near the scene to identify the alleged shooter, whose attorney was not immediately reached for comment. Authorities say Judge Meyer suffered an injured arm and his wife an injured hip in this attack. Judge Meyer still recovering and noting in a statement that this horrific violence will not shake my belief in the importance of peacefully resolving disputes. Sam Brock, NBC News.
So this was a very crazy story. The first thing I want to make sure to get out here, I think this probably comes from somebody who knows. Let me go over here to my starred. I put a star on this. So this guy, Daniel Steelman, 2206, says, please make this clear that those guys are not with Phantom MC no more. I don't know as of when or whatever, but I did want to say that allegedly they're no longer with that MC, according to this person here. So this was a very crazy story because there were so many moving parts to it. It turns out that according to these investigations so far, that a guy and some other suspects were attempting to harass witnesses and all kinds of things to stop a domestic violence, a domestic abuse case from going through. And because they were not able to get that stopped, they decided to take the judge out. So we're gonna come over here and check this story out. So you have these 5 people. Now the women were accused of lesser crimes, like helping and stuff like that. The men were accused of the big crimes. So the Sunday afternoon shooting of Judge Steve Meyer and his wife Kim at their Lafayette home involved a conspiracy revolving around members of an outlaw motorcycle club, we like to say gang, they say here in the article, including one suspect who was facing a jury trial set to start 2 days later in Meyer's court, in the judge's court, according to the documents accompanying charges against the 5 people arrested. 2 days before the man fired a shotgun blast. So they say that 2 days before he actually shot the judge through the front door of the Superior Court, injuring him and his wife, the same man had came to their house, knocking late at night and claiming to have a food delivery. Court documents unsealed Friday morning reveal. That night, according to these court documents, Steve Meyer never opened the door. So here's something for you folks. If somebody comes to the door and claims they have food or packages or anything else, and you know you didn't order no food, you don't need to be opening the door. That probably saved this judge's life. In 2 incidents, he did not open the door. They just finally wound up shooting him through the door. So I guess you're a judge and you're in these high profile cases. Maybe you don't answer the door. But I've seen people like pose to be carriers for UPS and all kinds of stuff. And they, when they gain entry, is when things get really nasty. The first day they came to his house, he never opened the door. Keep that in mind. Don't open that damn door. Instead, telling the man who had came to his house claiming he had food, he told that man, you have the wrong address, and he didn't order any food. They have Ring cameras and stuff like that. Use that. It's just not safe to go to the door anymore. The man left.
I don't go to the door. Listen, if you don't call me before you come, I don't even answer my door. I can literally look at you. I turn my cousins and relatives away. They come over to my house. If I'm not already standing outside and they catch me outside to knock on my door, ring my doorbell, I will sit in the window looking at you until you leave.
Wow.
Yeah. Everybody know. A lot of people know that about me, man. Don't go over to his house and let you call him because he ain't gonna come. You don't know what I'm doing. You don't know what I might be doing, what I got going on over there. It might be some stuff I don't want you to see.
Well,
or people I don't want you to see.
Over there. Yeah. So he didn't open the door. And that, thank God for him. He said, you got the wrong address. The man left their home in the Saw Run Mill subdivision. And now, of course, this was all on video, shown in video footage from the doorbell camera carrying a sack from a local restaurant chain off Indiana 26 and a 2-liter bottle of soda. He looked the part and walking through with a distinct gait. It was this distinct gait. However he walked, the gait is how you walk, the distance between your feet as you're walking and how you sway or whatever. That's what a gait is. And some people have a distinctive gait that you know it's them. Investigators say the same man returned to Meyer's home at 2:14 p.m. on Sunday, January the 18th, knocking with a similar pattern they'd heard 2 nights earlier. This time, so I guess maybe he had the same kind of knock, boom, 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 boom. So that knock, just the way that he knocked, let them know that this is the same way the other guy knocked 2 nights ago. That's crazy. It's small things you pick up on, right? January 18th, he knocked with a similar pattern that they heard 2 nights before. This time, according to court documents, the man was wearing a black and gray hooded flannel. And this is important. This black and gray hooded flannel and scarf, sunglasses, and a white silicone mask. It turns out he was wearing that same damn dark and gray, black and gray hooded flannel when he went to go buy the bullets. This is where, these criminals don't be the smartest. He told the judge through the door that he was looking for a dog this time. When Steve Meyer said he didn't have a dog, the man shot twice through the door. So here they are, this is the same knock as the food guy a couple days ago. This is a different guy who says that he's got our dog. And they're like, or that he was looking for a dog. And they said, well, we don't have your dog. At this point, frustrated, they shot twice through the door. They hit them both. Video footage shows the man with a similar gait now leaving the scene after they shot them both. So here we have, it looks like two of the accused guys on the left and the right, a guy named Thomas Moss and a guy named Raylan Ferguson. In court documents, investigations say a fake food delivery on January 16th helped point to other clues that led to Raylan Ferguson, and a 38-year-old man from Lexington, Kentucky, who they say was the shooter. Ferguson faces charges of attempted murder, conspiracy to commit murder, aggravated battery, and other charges. Thomas Lafayette, 43 years old, faces similar charges unsealed Friday. Moss identified as a high-ranking member of the Phantom Motorcycle Club. So here is the thing, though. At no point are they accusing the motorcycle club itself. But this guy, being a high-ranking member of the club, he'd been scheduled to face a trial on Tuesday, January 20th, on 2024 charges of intimation. I'm not sure what intimation is. Intimation. Do you know what that is, preacher? Intimation. An indication or hint. I think the first intimations of trouble.
Hey,
I think they might mean intimidation. I'm not sure.
Why are you looking that up? Daniel Stillman, the one you read earlier, he said they haven't it's been over a year or a couple of years almost that they have been with that club. So it's been a while. And what they did was on their own actions. I don't know why they blame the club. Said this is Little Diablo, Little D, Kentucky.
Okay.
1044.
1044. Okay, so Little D says it's been over a year, a couple of years almost that they've been with us. It's been a while. What they did was on their own actions. I don't know why they blame the club. This is Little Diablo of Kentucky. They blame the club because that's what they do. And so that's why we make sure to say that's when they need to get with you to go out and do. And then you used to do how to do a press release. I did.
That's when I need to do a press release. And look, this don't have nothing to do with the club.
And clubs should do more of that. They absolutely should. And they should
save your brand, protect your brand.
And the way, if you want the book for it, I wrote a book called Public Relations Officer's Bible, which teaches you exactly how to fight this kind of stuff. Because this is all in the court documents and every place you look. Phantom Motorcycle Club and Vice Lords is all there. It's there over and over again. So he also faced 2024 charges of, I think they want to say maybe intimidation. I'm not sure what intimidation is. Domestic battery and unlawful possession of a firearm by a serious violent felon. He also faces charges of being a habitual offender. So this is a bad guy. I can see how he may have been kicked out of a club. Prosecutors also contend in court documents filed Friday that a witness in Moss's trial reported to police that she had been approached at her Pennsylvania home with a $10,000 offer from motorcycle gang members if she would refuse to testify. So that's crazy. Also charged was Blake Smith, 32 years old, on suspicion of attempted murder, conspiracy to commit murder, aggravated battery, battery resulting in serious bodily injury, battery by means of a deadly weapon, intimidation with a deadly weapon, assisting a criminal by providing a deadly weapon, and gang and firearm enhancements. So the cops are saying they're in gangs. They still have to prove it. He also faces charges of being a habitual offender. Amanda Millsap, 45, she just got suspicion of bribery and obstruction of justice. The bribery must have been the charge for offering this lady $10,000. I didn't know it was bribery if you just offered it to a citizen. I thought it had to be like an official.
No, bribery is bribery, man. It's just like telling the kid, I give you a snack.
Bribery is bribery.
If you do X, Y, Z, you bribing the kid.
Okay, so maybe they do mean intimation. Outside hourly said meaning a subtle hint. That's what I looked up. Indirect suggestion or announcement of implying something is likely to happen or be true without being stated directly. So that's what they mean by intimation. Maybe she just silently threatened, or maybe someone silently threatened someone, or just kind of intimated that something may happen. Not completely overtly, but enough that you get the point. So that's maybe that's against the law too. We learn a lot of stuff these days. Then Zanita Greer, 61, a 61-year-old woman, oh my gosh, Lexington, Kentucky, on suspicion of assisting a criminal and obstruction of justice. So everybody got pulled in on this. The first hearing on the case has not been set as of Friday morning. A request for a special judge that was filed Friday with the Indiana Supreme Court because that judge sits over the whole county, I guess. As of Friday morning, Moss and Millsap were listed as in the roster at the Tippecanoe jail, county jail, where other three were being held was not immediately clear. Steve Meyer is recovering with wounds to his left arm, and Kim Meyer, so this is Judge Meyer and his wife, told the newspaper earlier this week they would require a long rehab. Kim, the wife, was treated for wounds to her hip and released from the hospital Sunday morning. Boy, that's tough when your wife gets shot for your job. Police said Thursday night that arrest came during a manhunt that included local and state police agencies, the FBI, U.S. Marshal Service, police departments in Lexington, Kentucky, and Allentown, Pennsylvania. Here are the details related in the probable cause affidavit that was unsealed Friday. After Sunday's shooting, police found items on the man who fired the shots in the neighbor's property on Windy Hill Drive, around the corner from the Myers Mill Pond Lane home. So right around the corner, I guess they left, ran around the corner, and dropped black and gray flannel, this hoodie thing, a scarf, earmuffs, a knitted beanie, black sunglasses, a retractable dog leash, and a silicone mask. So they found all these things. Police say they also found a short-barreled shotgun with an obliterated model and serial number, but it wasn't obliterated enough. You know, you guys, when you rub the serial number off, it goes deep into the metal. They can use this acid and peel back where you scratched it out and get down to the actual serial number. Nobody actually scratches deep enough, I guess. They were able to discern enough numbers that they were able to trace it down to the guy that originally bought the damn thing. Crazy.
Yeah, I learned about that stuff years ago in my past life.
That's one of the reasons why they don't like the fact that you can print lowers.
Yet you can print your own lawyers. Right.
You said print what?
Your own lowers.
You can print your own lowers.
What do you mean lowers?
So
weapons.
A lower is
you can do a print. I can get a printing machine, AI printing machine, and I can print my own lower and buy the barrel and everything to go on top of it.
Like a ghost gun.
There's no serial numbers.
Ghost gun.
I didn't like
that you build.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, so that's why they didn't like those. Yeah.
Several pieces to a gun. There's the upper, the lower, the receiver, all these pieces, and you can build your own gun. You can have your own lower. Now, by law, it is required to have a serial number on it.
Mm-hmm.
But whether or not you put a serial number on it is
they got to catch you with it.
Your own business. They got to catch you with it. But yeah, if you've ever built any guns or put them together, you can buy the gun kits and just really basically snap them together. A lot of guys have their own lowers. You can change your whole gun out and stuff. So, yeah, that's why they don't like that. What else? They found this stuff on the guy, the obliterated serial number, which contained. They also found.
Thank you, Big Hooch. I'm sorry. 3D print. Yeah.
Yes, 3D print.
Mm-hmm.
Which contained a discarded shotgun round in the chamber. So these shotgun rounds, they trace back to when he bought them. All this stuff. Court documents say an Indiana State Police lab confirmed that DNA found on the discarded mask matched that of Ferguson. So the mask he threw on the ground had his spit or sweat or hair in it. Like, you can't wear a mask that's touching your face and not understand that there is DNA on it. Like, you don't throw that on the ground. You got to burn that or something. I don't know. In video footage of police responding to the scene, it also shows a Hyundai Kona parked suspiciously behind trees on the other side of the road on Windy Hill Drive. Police say the car had a stolen license plate taken January 16 from a business parking lot on Indiana 26. Police say that using footage offered by the Meyers about the fake food delivery from 1040. So they came and took that footage from the fake food delivery that happened days earlier. Investigators were able to identify that the restaurant chain, remember the video footage had a bag of food and stuff in it? So they were able to use that video footage. So the man said that the guy had a bag of food. They were able to go now look back at the judge's video, see that bag of food and the fake food. And then they used the footage that the judge had about the fake food. And they were able to identify the restaurant chain and trace the order to a man leaving a restaurant at 10:40 p.m. that night in the same Hyundai Kona, later identified as being owned by Greer. Investigators say, and so that's how Greer got the charge of aiding and abetting. Investigators say the man seen in the surveillance video at the restaurant appeared to be wearing the same clothing and walking with the same gait as the man seen at Meyer's door that night. They just did some police work all day long. Investigators say an Indiana State Police lab was able to recover enough of the serial number from the gun to link it to a cell to Blake Smith at a local gun shop on January 5th. Police say Smith also that day bought the same brand of ammunition found chambered in the gun and in spent cartridges at his home. Why would he have that shit at his house? Police say surveillance footage of Smith buying the gun show him in a black and gray flannel hooded sweatshirt similar to the one they say Ferguson was wearing on the Myers porch and shed it as he fled the scene. So he's in all these places with this same damn sweatshirt on that they saw in all these videos when they pieced it all together. You just left a treasure trove of this information, and all they had to do was find it, mostly on video cameras that are everywhere in the country. Investigators said Smith was also a member of the Phantom Motorcycle Club and an associate of Moss based on previous investigations that included a search of Moss's home, County Road 350 South, that turned up club apparel and patches bearing 1%. This is why clubs need to collect the patches of people that leave the club if they can. Court documents contend that the 1% patches designate members of a motorcycle club as outlaws or those engaged in criminal activity. That's not what 1% patches mean. Court documents say that Moss had acknowledged in previous investigations that he was a member of the Phantom Motorcycle Club. Police also say Moss had at one point been linked to a gang known as the Vice Lords. County documents say that after the Myers was shot, the victim listed in Moss's upcoming trial called Lafayette police that night after seeing comments on social media that the shooter might have worn some sort of mask. She told police that a week earlier, on January 12th, someone had come to her home in Pennsylvania wearing a mask, breathing heavily, and with a wobbly walk. Here's this distinct gait that everybody keeps talking about. She said the person knocked on the door, but that she had not answered. Another person who saved their life by not answering the damn phone. Investigators say video footage from her door, her Ring camera or whatever it was, show a man who appeared to have the same distinct gait as the person who came to the Myers porch. So this guy is just porch pirating his ass off. The woman told police that she had been approached by Millsap a couple of weeks earlier, who told her that Moss and the Vice Lords wanted to pay her $10,000 for her not to testify at his trial. The woman, who has a no contact order against Moss, said she didn't even entertain the offer. So now maybe they were showing up on her doorstep to kill her, and the only thing that saved her was that she didn't answer the phone, the door. Jeez Louise, is this crazy? This is like, it reads like a movie, man. It reads like a movie. So all of this goofy running around with the same bullets and wearing the same clothes to buy the same bullets, and all this stuff is on video. All they have to do is get some idea and start linking it all together. It is really hard to move without being seen in this country. It's very hard to move unnoticed and unseen.
All right, 5 people are now in custody in connection with the shooting of an Indiana judge and his wife. Lafayette police say 3 men and 2 women are facing charges including attempted murder and obstruction of justice. Right now, we don't know what led to the shooting. Judge Steve Meyer and his wife were shot in their home in Lafayette last Sunday. They are expected to survive.
So it took them less than a week to piece all this together. They still have to prove it all. It's all alleged, but it seems like they have pretty strong evidence about this judge. They call this guy a high-ranking member of the club, although what we have heard is something different, that he hasn't been with the club for a couple of years. That's something that they'll have to prove, but this is the story that's out there in the world right now. All of this over a domestic abuse thing, the more stories, the stories link them with clubs and gangs and on, and we'll see how much of it is true. Now, here's the one thing. This is why clubs need to come out with their own press releases. All this stuff that's being said, if all of this or any of this is wrong, there'll be NBC News is not going to come back out later and say, "Oh yeah, we discovered that this didn't have anything to do with the club at all." Blah blah blah. This story will just go on and into history, and people pulling this up forever will be able to see it and then think, "Oh man, that club is so bad. Look at what happened." So you're right, preacher. Clubs do need to take their own press and do something. They need to fight back, as it were, against those kind of allegations. Maybe they will. Maybe we will see that. By the way, if you haven't already, take time to go get my new book, The Art of War for Motorcycle Clubs. The Art of War for Motorcycle Clubs, written by myself. The cover done by our very own Moto Gatto. Very outstanding guy. The Art of War for Motorcycle Clubs, available at blackdragonsgear.com. Make sure to get the book.
Get the book.
Get the book.
Get the book.
All right. Any comments on that, guys? Got anything? Or
I don't have anything to say about it.
just
I don't have any comments.
All right, so let's take ourselves off to Canada for a moment. This guy here, Olympic boxer, outlaw biker Phil Boudreault. I'm not sure how to say that. He dies at age 50. You guys might remember this guy. His former boxing club, Top Glove Academy, pays tribute to the iconic Northern Ontario character in a social media post. Phil Boudreault, maybe, known as the only boxer from Sudbury to compete at the Summer Olympics in 1996 in Atlanta, as well as for his association with outlaw motorcycle gangs, has died. His former boxing club, Top Glove Boxing Academy, posted a social media tribute to him, remembering his athletic accomplishments. I think we can go see it right here. Today, we mourn the loss of Phil, a proud Sudbury son and boxing icon who shone at the 1996 Atlanta Olympics as our first Sudburian boxer to reach the stage. From the halls of Top Glove Academy, Phil was more than a fighter. He was a force of nature, a tireless mentor whose fierce work and ethic and relentless sessions became the standard for perseverance. He taught us how to push past limits, to embrace challenges, and to never give up on ourselves. His legacy as a role model, a warrior, and a true inspiration to countless athletes at our gym will never be forgotten. He seems like he affected a lot of people. His Wikipedia page said he was born January 23rd, 1975, and died January 20, 2026, just shy of his 51st birthday. Upon his return from the 1996 Olympics, he took part in a parade in his honor. Unfortunately, according to Peter Edwards' book on biker Lauren Campbell's Unrepentant was the name of it, a wine and cheese autograph signing that followed the parade was interrupted by Sudbury police, who arrested him at an event for an outstanding warrant. He later competed in professional boxing but retired in 2009 due to an injury. He joined the Sudbury chapter of the Satan's Choice Outlaw Motorcycle Club as a young man, which later merged with the Hells Angels, keeping his association secret from Olympic officials. Probably something you had to do back then. So he was a Satan's Choicer. There you go. And I guess maybe he was in long enough to be a Hells Angel. Yeah, right here. Later becoming a high-ranking Hells Angels member, he was shot while riding his motorcycle in Quebec with his girlfriend in 2016, an incident that confined him to a wheelchair. Oh, my goodness. A Toronto Star article said the cause of his death is not immediately known, but he suffered from infections like sepsis following the shooting incident. Boudreault also spent some time in prison, including for an attack on father and son in a Valley and East bar in 2004, among other legal troubles. So you can go to Sudbury.com. They're working on a full story on him, but an original Satan's Choice dude. And we've been hearing a lot about Satan's Choice in the news these days as they're trying to restart and come back.
They don't restart it.
Yeah.
They ain't trying no more.
as they have restarted and come back, and as well as the Hells Angels, which is the big club there. So, wow, what an iconic dude! And they say he came just shy of getting a gold in Atlanta. I read that somewhere that he was pretty close to getting a gold in Atlanta. Very interesting. Okay, and right at an hour, getting out of here, we got this story that we've seen before, but we're going to talk about it again because of the wild effects. A wild Long Island biker brawl between the Pagans and Hells Angels led to a sweeping felony case. Are you checking the comments for me, preacher? Wild bloody biker brawl between the notorious Pagans and the Hells Angels on a suburban Long Island has exploded into a sweeping felony case. They're mad about this. The cops are mad. You had 5 members of the Pagans Club and the Demons of Hell, a subset of the Hells Angels, were recently indicted on gang assault and other violent charges for their roles in the vicious fight on September in the West Islip. What the hell is an Islip? In West Islip, in West Islip and Lindenhurst, the Suffolk County District Attorney's Office announced. The melee ended with 4 people stabbed, others beaten with hammers and baseball bats, and several sent to the hospital needing emergency surgery. The Long Island brawl started when members of the Hells Angels crashed a memorial service for a Pagans member. So a guy was having a memorial service in the Pagans. These guys, Hells Angel dude, crashed it allegedly, and there was a brazen and dangerous outbreak of violence that put our community at risk. As a result, said Suffolk District Attorney Ray Tierney in a statement. What began as a confrontation between 2 rival motorcycle gangs quickly escalated into a chaotic melee in the middle of Sunrise Highway involving weapons and resulted in numerous serious injuries. So they arrested these guys, Christopher Clark, just 21, Roger Clark, 53, both alleged to be members of the Demons of Hell under the Hells Angels, stabbed and then beat a Rivals Pagan member with a hammer, leaving the victim so badly injured that he required emergency surgery, prosecutors say.
Can you read that this week? Did we?
Yeah, I said we heard it before. Yeah, I said we heard it before, but now we're looking at the charges. Roger stabbed a second Pagans member. Yeah, we did it Friday. Roger stabbed a second Pagans member as he tried to flee, puncturing his liver and his colon, also sending him into emergency surgery, authorities allege. On the other side of the clash, Joseph B. Viona, 46, Michael Boffa, 57, Robert Miller, 54, all alleged Long Island members of the Pagans Motorcycle Club acted together to beat a 76-year-old rival with a baseball bat and other weapons, causing his brain to bleed and leaving him needing multiple emergency surgeries. Now you know why the authorities are so pissed off. The bloody clash started inside the 1683 Sports Bar and Grill in West Islip. I know I'm not saying that word right, but Islip maybe. Before the bloodbath moved 5 miles to Phillips 66 gas station. Do they still have Phillips 66s around? In Lindenhurst, officials said the chaos first exploded in the late afternoon on September 14th when alleged members of the Demons of Hell crashed the memorial service for a Pagans member at the West Islip. This is interesting. The story changed.
Hey, there's a guy there's somebody in the comments. 10, go to 1110. I thought this was on my page. I don't know if it's on whoever Facebook page. It's not on my Facebook page. Is this on your Facebook page?
By who? What's the name?
Right there. You just had it. That one right there.
Why you keep promoting false Shia on like our club or some dim? I'm not quite sure what they're saying. Hey man, we're reading a news story. If you don't like what the news story is saying, put out a press release. Say the guys ain't in our club. You're welcome to come on here and do that. We'll be more than happy to provide both sides of the story.
How he is referring to people.
That's how people talk. What can we do about that? That's how folks talk. You know, I'm not upset with the authentic talk. That's how he talks. But you know, ain't nobody promoting nothing, man. The promotion is all over the internet from all of these stories, and the police are the ones that are promoting it. This is in their actual affidavits, which I can show you. So if the affidavit is wrong, hey man, come out and put your story out. Say that ain't us. Them guys ain't even part of us. But we didn't promote the fake stuff. We actually announced on here when folks came on and said, hey, that guy isn't in our club anymore. We said that. What more do you want? We try to show both sides of the story. So here's my number. Feel free to call. We'll get your side of the story out. Here, let me get the number up for you real quick. Where's my number? You never find my number when I need it. Yeah, I'll get that number up for you in just a second. Oh, there it is. It's already up there. All right. The chaos first exploded in the late afternoon on September 14 when alleged members of Demons of Hell crashed the memorial. That's interesting because up here, they said it was the Hells Angels that crashed the memorial. They changed it in the same story. The Hells Angels crashed the memorial. But now down here, it says the Demons of Hell crashed the memorial. In any event, see how they changed it in the same story? In any event, the bloodbath at the gas station, and this must be the Phillips 66 here that they're talking about. And, you know, I don't know why they keep doing this at gas stations. The gas stations, like we said Friday, need to just be turned into safe zones. All motorcycle clubs should just turn gas stations into safe zones. No more shit at gas stations. The bloodbath turned violent and then spilled into the streets soon after. So they spilled from the gas station out onto Sunrise Highway when at least 15 bikers regrouped at Route 66 gas station off Sunrise Highway, where the confrontation detonated into a full-blown melee, prosecutors said. That's who says that. Prosecutors said that. The fight was originally labeled as a civil disturbance by police, and 7 people were charged with rioting at the time. But after more than 5 months of investigating, police say they have now put together a fuller picture of what happened. All 5 suspects were arraigned Tuesday and are being held on bails ranging from $250,000 to $750,000. Jeez. The DA will continue to crack down on gangs. Violence of this nature will not be tolerated. You guys know the rest. That's how that stuff works. And that's our news coverage for today. And we got all those stories in an hour. Yeah. Black Dragon, where that K9 at? Right over there in the corner. It's Monday, people tripping, as somebody said. I think that's a different Phantom MC that just made that comment, Logic. Because
I just don't appreciate nobody coming on here calling nobody a nigga.
He said it like a black person, didn't he?
And?
Okay,
and? What does that mean?
True. He didn't use the ER, the hard ER is what I was saying. It doesn't mean anything. You're right, preacher. I'm sorry. You're right. Correct the Black Dragon.
Like that's supposed to make a difference.
Oh, that's what he's saying. Well, I'm not
you
sure what he's saying.
You just looked all, oh, call me. You looked all over that. That's like,
is this so I did see 2 Phantom MCs out there, one Phantom and one Phantoms.
One guy said that he acknowledged that they used to be in their club. He said they're no longer in their organization. Hasn't been for close to 2 years. I don't know who this individual is.
I really couldn't understand it. That's why I went past it. Why you keep promoting false shit? UON. I don't even know what that is. Or maybe it's upon. Maybe you meant to say, why you keep false stuff upon? No, like our club or some them. I don't know. I don't understand it. It wasn't written in something I could understand. So I just kind of went past it. I thought he was calling from the actual MC. If he's calling from the other one, I don't know, man. I don't know.
Like right there, say Daniels. He said, no, he used to be with the club, but they haven't been in a while. So that report you were just doing was they were part of like Daniel Steelman's 2206. He said they used to be in their club, but they're not any longer.
Well,
but
And we said that. We said that when he said that 20 minutes ago. We said that we have a person on here that says he's not in our club anymore. And it seems like somebody credible to me. And like I say, the cops think he's in your club. That's what they said. Yuan, you don't. That's what Yuan means. Oh.
I'm not playing that nonsense. No.
All right, so let me go back up and read it again now that I know what Yuan means. Is that okay? You keep promoting false shit. You don't like our club?
You don't know our club.
You don't. No, it says you don't like. Yuan like. You don't like our club or some dim. I don't know, man. Maybe somebody will tell me. Hey, give me a call and let me know what all that means, bro.
That's that new legacy Ebonics. I mean, hey, lavish. When I was overseas, I kid you not. Of course, I was still in my 20s, and I was detached from New York. I used to call back and say, "All right, cuz, give me the new street language, so when I come back home, I can be on."
I used to do that too.
I'm serious, bro. Because I ain't gonna walk back into the hood, bro, and not know what they're talking about.
And also the dances, I would call and ask what the new dances were.
Care about the dance.
Yeah, I
need to know how to communicate.
I'd want to be right in the club when I got in the club. Let's see. Oh, thank you, Daniel. I appreciate that. Much love. Appreciate you, Black Dragon. I appreciate that. Thank you, man. Because they be in my butt, bro. Good. Hey, Miss Decker Stalls out there in Texas. What's up, man?
What up?
What up?
The Miss Decker's out there. Good guys, man.
Logic 100 addresses. Yeah. I mean, everybody has their opinion, but you don't have to go all out and say that. I mean, you don't have to say slurs on whoever. It doesn't matter what nationality you are. You don't have to use slurs.
Mr. Decker said, I'm going to need you guys.
If you cannot express yourself by without cussing a lot, if you cannot express, maybe your vocabulary is not up that high. Maybe you cannot articulate your viewpoint.
My grandmother used to say that.
Professionally.
My grandmother used to say that.
Oh, well, maybe you need
only ignorant people cuss, she would say, right before she
right
before she would break out into a Grandma, I thought you said only ignorant people cuss. What up, though, Detroit? Checking in. What up, Detroit? Damn, I said morning to y'all. No love. Moto Gato, I didn't even see you, man.
Moto Gato, honestly, I didn't even see you.
Moto Gato, what do you mean no love? You're on the cover of my book, man.
Now, look, somebody's saying condolences to the Phantom MC on the loss of their bro, New York. Okay.
Condolences, Phantom MC, on the loss of your brother, New York. And respect and honor to the family.
Yeah. Let me say this, y'all. If I would love to send a prayer out and condolences out from myself and God's Word Motorcycle Ministry. Y'all can inbox me, and I'll surely put it out there. A lot of people think I know all the people when I be saying God's Word Motorcycle Ministry sends our condolences and send a prayer. I don't have to know all the people to pray for somebody that lost their life. Mm-hmm. I don't have to. I pray in the spirit. And I pray from the heart. It hurts. And I'm a grief counselor. So I pray for everyone that's going through things like that.
So I don't have that one, the motorcycle ministry one. I just have Solomon's Porch, and I have porch prayers at porchville.org.
Yeah, you can send it. And let me say something, because I had to call Lavish on this, and we got to get off. I had to call Lavish on this. Somebody we had talked about something on the online, and me and Lavish started talking about, I think it was about when we talking about advertising, that subject. And me and Lavish had said something about the fraternity, and somebody inboxed me. Somebody sent a note to the prayers line. Well, my team didn't know what to do with that. So it sat there for about 2 weeks. until I went in there and looked. I was like, oh, wow. Now, copy this, send it to Lavish. I was like, Lavish, do you know what they talking about? So if y'all want to just email me directly, I have a separate email. But if y'all want prayers, that's the address that Black Dragon has up there. I have my own address. If you just want to contact me, I got 3 addresses. I don't know which one you want. You can put up logic3571 at Gmail. You just wanted to hit me up.
It's just logic 357 at Gmail. What's
3571 3571.
Are you sure, man? You had me this raggedy thing been up?
No. You got the Cash App, man.
Oh,
I said email. Bro, listen, man. Listen.
I don't have that one, and you don't get a point for that, by the way.
I wasn't going to say get a point.
That's what she was going to try to take a point.
No, I wasn't going to try to take a point.
Okay. You got me so point conscious.
Yeah.
Logic 3571
at Gmail. If you want to email me directly about anything, questions or anything like that, especially if you have questions about a comment I make on the show. And I warn people.
There it is.
You can come. You can come with all your questions and comments. Just be prepared to receive a response, because I respond to everything.
Frank doesn't like us fighting. So
who's fighting?
Frank Samatero has been watching for years. I love Frank to death. He has sworn me off so many times. I'm never watching you again, but he always comes back. And I just appreciate him so much for being around for so long.
But dang, I was on here mentioning black folks joining 81. You can say black folks and white folks and Asian folks, but when you start using the negative connotation and slang that, what people do, I just don't like it altogether. Did I used to use it? Absolutely, I use it. But it's a bad taste in my mouth. I just avoid it.
No, we never accused anybody of being a racist on here. Have we? Did we? He said he. Huh?
I haven't. Unless we start talking politics. That's why I like to start talking politics.
Yes, and you won't even really talk about politics. And I appreciate that. I appreciate you. I appreciate you for being you. Like I'm not even going to talk about that because I get upset and I'm not doing it. So, New York was cool. MF says.
So that's an individual name. New York.
Yeah, that was his name, New York.
Okay.
And he was a cool dude. We're sorry for you guys lost, man. We want to illustrate that. Hey, something I do want to point out. When I looked up when I looked up the history of the Phantoms MC, it was very interesting because it talked about them being a small 1% motorcycle club, and it talked about things like their affiliations and stuff like that, but it made sure to say on here that there were no national police. They'd never been accused nationally of being some kind of a gang or something. That all of their issues that have been with law enforcement has been directed towards individuals and not the club. Unlike other clubs that have been labeled as criminal organizations, this is not something that has befallen their club. As I was doing the research on this club, it said a lot about that, this is really the first real big, huge. Now they did have an incident a year or two ago, maybe, where a bunch of people were caught up, but again, it was individual. It was never pointed towards the club itself, and this was just some of the research here that we did trying to find out more about the club itself. And one of the things that it said is that it specifically said was most of the things coming at this club were towards individuals and not towards the club in and of itself. So I thought that was interesting. and very interesting that this is crazy because when you start using AI and stuff like that a lot, it comes to know you and it knows what you're researching and what you're looking for. And so it'll tell me, oh yeah, you know, these guys do this, and it's kind of interesting. If you almost form a relationship with it. I hear people are actually dating AI.
You say what? People are what?
Actually dating AI. They're talking to it all.
I gotta go. I got a meeting.
Do it all sexy and stuff.
I got a meeting to get to. It's past an hour. Hour and 15 minutes. Good time to get off.
Yes.
I'm late for my meeting.
Yes. Okay. All right. See you later, Lavish.
My name. You mean Logic?
No, Lavish. You go out first.
Oh, because he said Logic said I'm out of here. Then you just come out and say, okay, see you later, Lavish. I mean, what in the world, man? Oh yeah, back to me. I'm silent.
What?
I'm silent. Listen, I am going to take my new self and stay silent. I don't want to trigger insane wheels or insane news. I'm going to stay mute.
All right. But you're going to stay silent and not leave? You're not going to say, you're not going to take your time to leave, or you just...
I'm going to quietly exit the room.
All right. There you go. Lavish is quietly exiting the room. All right, preacher.
Lavish.
Take care, Commissioner. All right, preacher. Your time.
Lavish. Exit stage left.
Let me get you some music, man.
I got this conference call before they start saying my name. Yo, what's up, y'all? It's cold out here. If y'all anywhere in the South region, across from Texas all the way to New York, hey, even upstate, of course, up north, y'all stay warm. If you don't have to get out there on those roads, do not get out on the road. If you are in a location where you can ride or drive, remember these words: ride hard, ride safe, and always, always ride on faith. And keep it logical.
Peace. Peace. And it's your boy Black Dragon. Thanks a lot, preacher. Talk to you later. And it's your boy Black Dragon. Thanks for tuning in. As always, we'd like to thank you for tuning in from wherever it is in the world that you happen to be. Make sure to get my newest book, what is it? The Art of War for Motorcycle Clubs. The Art of War for Motorcycle Clubs. You can get it on Amazon, Kindle, or at blackdragonsgear.com. The Art of War for Motorcycle Clubs. Fighting for our survival. Hey, man, get that book. Also, as well as my other new book, Robert's Rules for Motorcycle Clubs. Robert's Rules for Motorcycle Clubs, available on Amazon, Kindle, and at blackdragonsgear.com. And go check out all my books. Hey, we appreciate having you guys. And you guys have a great day today. Snowed in, so watch the channel. Black Dragon, been trying to get you to come up to Louisiana, Kentucky, Louisville, Kentucky for the Kentucky Derby. Oh my God. I've never been to the Kentucky Derby. That would be, when is it? That would be so much fun, I think. I mean, I don't know anything about horses, and I never bet on anything in my life, but yeah, I want to come to the Kentucky Derby. But I don't want to see a horse get hurt, man. I'm just too much of an animal lover. I don't want to see them beating on the horses and stuff and making them run hard. And I think that's wrong. But I mean, I'll go one time. Yeah. Hey, man, hit me up. 404-692-0336, 404-692-0336, bro. And let's talk about it. I think I'd like that. Hey, listen, also, make sure to get a channel subscription. Please like the channel, share, and subscribe. I'm Black Dragon. That's my 2 cents. Love to hear your 2 cents in the comment section below. Thanks for tuning in, and get skinny.